I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Martine Nadler and I run Tinies Glasgow. We are a childcare recruitment agency. Well, we started off as that 11 years ago, and about 4 years ago we decided that we would go down the training provider route. So we're now an SQA approved training provider. We only provide childcare training courses because that's what we specialise in. So we have been working with Glasgow Clyde College for the last 3 years, and we're providing the modern apprenticeships in social services, children and young people. What we do is we work with the candidates. They would be working alongside us as the training provider and also a nursery, which would be their employer. They usually have a sort of settling in period with the nursery, and then we would get them registered on the MA training programme. The training programme itself is made up of a lot of on-the-job work, but they also have a lot of training out with that as well. So they would come to our training centre to do training, usually face-to-face. Since COVID, that's changed to more online, but we're still providing the training. We've also got online courses that they do as well, and they work with their assessor to complete the different units to then become a qualified childcare practitioner. They'd also have a mentor within the nursery as well, so it's a very close contact between us as the training provider and the nursery as the employer. So I suppose the question is, why would you want to do the apprenticeship with Tinies? So as I said before, we started off as a recruitment agency. That's what we do. My background is early years. My partner's is education. He was a teacher, and that is what we know. So if anyone knows about what makes a good childcarer, I think we'd be the people that would know that. Also, when you've completed the qualification, you don't always get offered the position within that nursery, so we can support you in that recruitment as well and find you a job in another nursery as well. What are the benefits of us working with the college, with Glasgow Clyde College? So what I've found is that when we started, we were really new. We knew childcare, but we didn't know training. So it was a really good opportunity for us just to focus on that training, and the college could focus on the sort of paperwork that and all that kind of admin stuff that we weren't that sure of at that point. But it would mean that we were really focusing on making sure that the training itself was top notch. And I suppose we're looking at like how our candidates progress. We are looking at each candidate as an individual. They are assigned an assessor throughout their training, and the assessor works with them regularly. They are in contact. Communication is really key, to completing these qualifications. They're learning on the job, but they have to communicate a lot of what they're doing, using reflective accounts. We use learning journals and videos, and again, things have changed a little bit in this past year. It would normally take up a lot of time with observations within the nursery setting, but because we've not been able to do that, we've again changed to using Zoom calls and videos and things like that. So if you would like to find out more about our modern apprenticeship training programme, you can send me an email. I am the head of centre and I deal with all applications. So my email is m.nadler@tinies.com. But if you want to just find out more about the company, or you can also send me an email through the website, and that is tinies.com.